Hello, beautiful soul. And if you chose number 2, this is your message today, and it is the message of air and the number 10. So air represents oxygen, the one source of life, and in Eastern religions, the breath is the source of all spiritual life as well. So there is a proverb that says, life is in the breath, therefore he who only half breathes, half lives. So the yogis believe that there is a subtle element in the breath known as prana, and this contains the life force, and that when our breathing is rapid or shallow, we develop nervous bodies and shorten our lifespans. When we learn the art of complete breathing, then we get the maximum life force, we reduce tension, and we increase the quality of the blood and improving our general health, balancing physical and mental energies. So likewise in traditional Chinese medicine, qi or life force, the energy that heals the body and keeps it free of disease, is seen as a mixture of air and gases. And it's balanced and empowered in the body through specific movement and proper breathing. So your message today is that air and breathing are very, very important elements for you. So quite literally the breath, the lungs, the domain of the spirit, the place where inspiration originates through the breath, the spirit enters the body. And when we cease to breathe, spirit leaves and we die. So often lung problems can be linked to a blockage in our creative life, suffocating of creative spirit. So this is a signal for you today to look at your breathing, the state of your lungs, as a possible reflection of the state of creativity and inspiration in your life. Now, air is also symbolic of a higher state of wisdom. In ancient Greece, air was considered the dwelling place of the gods, and from Mount Olympus they ruled the earth, and they, of course, were gods who had lots of mood swings and they were irrational, and but nevertheless they had the power to transcend emotional states. So in astrology as well, air signs have the qualities of intellect, objectivity, curiosity, and other mental attributes. So drawing this message today, it's a time for you to substitute intellectual detachment for emotional attachment in regard to whatever it is that you're thinking about or asking about at the moment. So the element of air is all about ideas, and you're reminded that you have some very powerful ideas, but also your thoughts must also be turned into action. So any endeavour and the success of it must be built on strategic foundations. We need an idea before we can progress, but we're also going to need a plan for how to get there. So do you have lots of ideas and no clear plan of action? Do you need to develop one in order to move forward? And also, the key message for you today is that air is the link between heaven and earth, physical and spiritual selves. So it signifies the spirit of intelligence that is divine as well as human. So intelligence is inspired and aspiring. And the complete spiritual breath is the union of the two forces. So when we breathe in, we inspire. When we breathe out, we aspire. And an aspiration is a dream, a desire that we'd like to realize. It's different from ambition because it comes from your highest self. So it's free of impatience and drive or any manipulation that comes with ambition. When we aspire towards something, we tend to it carefully like a garden that we love. When we're ambitious, we might trample the flowers or anything in our path to get what we want. So aspire means to rise upward or soar. Driven by the spirit of inspiration, we can soar with the angels who will help us to realize our aspirations. So you're being called to look at issues of ambition and aspiration. What are your ambitions and what are your aspirations? Where do they differ? Are you being inspired towards a high and worthy goal, or is your ambition getting in the way of your aspiration? So today think about the whole, the reminder that you may be able to tap into your breath in order to make yourself healthier physically, but also mentally. Think about air as an aspect of your intelligence and your ideas, your aspirations and your ambitions. Sit for a while and think about what this message is telling you today, beautiful soul. And I hope that you've enjoyed hearing it.